Top headlines. CM Kemchan launches 2026 budget state focus paper with rupees 3,533.28 crore package, calls for inclusive growth. Heavy gunfight reported at border pillar 19, namely Mindavilas Bhutan using groups and proxy army. Ex-CM and MPCC President Akram Ibobi Singh extend best wishes and greetings on the eve of Tiralba festival. Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker conveys greeting on the eve of sacred Tiralba festival. Government set up control room to monitor black marketing and hoarding of LPG and petroleum products. NIA arrests 6 Ukrainians, 1 US citizens for insurgency activities. Trump slams NATO allies for not joining Iran's war effort. Good evening and welcome to ELITETV Primetime English News. This is SENJAM JOYSHREE giving the news in details. Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Kemchan today, the 18th March, launched Manipur's 2026-2027 budget state focus paper with rupees 3,533.28 crore package. CM Kemchan advises banks and other financial institutions to provide financial support and assistance to farmer producer organization, rural startup, agri-entrepreneurs and self-help group. The statement was made today during the event of State Credit Seminar 2026-2027 held at North AOC's Hotel Imphal, organized by National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Besides Chief Minister Y. Kemchan, the event was also attended by Chief Secretary Punit Kumar Goel, RBI Imphal Chief General Manager N. Sridhar and Navara General Manager Partha Mandal. CM Kemchan also launched TRAPS project for Churchandpur district through virtual mode. Speaking further during the event, Yumnam Kemchan stated that the theme of the seminar, which is credit-led development in Manipur, is best suited with the needs of the people of Manipur. He urged all stakeholders for healthier credit absorption capacity and project implementation in the state for cumulative growth.
I also acknowledge the valuable growth made by Reserve Bank India and all banks operations operating in our state. Friends, let us work together with renewed commitment to be a prosperous, resilient and self-reliant Manipur. With these words, I congratulate the work for organizing this seminar and launching the State Focus Paper 2026-27.
Heavy exchange of gunfight was reported today early morning at around 5:30 a.m. at border pillar number 19, namely Mindavilas, bordering Manipur's Kamzon district and Kabo Valley in Bhutan, underground groups and proxy army. According to ELITETV sources, for suspected proxy armies, KNA PDF cadres were killed. Arms and weaponaries were also reportedly seized during the heavy exchange. Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Vala has stressed the need for youth to have faith in peace, process and development for an inclusive and prosperous futuristic society. The statement was made today, the 18th March, during the prize distribution ceremony of Major Buff Cutting Meritorious Award held at IJR South Valley View at Manipur. The event was attended by Major General Gaurav Sharma, SCSM IJR South, John S.R. Cutting, retired IRS, senior officials of civil military, along with family members of late Major Now Bof Khating. During the event, the second edition of book on the life and works of late Major Bon Khating, authored by John S.R. Khating, was also released. Speaking further on the occasion, Governor Ajay Kumar Vala stated today young generation remembers and learns from the works and contribution of late Major Bof Khating. He added that late Major Bof Khating played an important role in bringing Arunachal Pradesh under the Indian dominion. He further highlighted that today's generation strives on the principles of unity, dialogue and mutual cooperation, which was promulgated by late Major Bof Khating.
The future of our nation will be shaped not only by great leaders, but by young people who are committed to peace, development and the progress of society. Manipur has witnessed challenges and complexities over the years, but the life of Major Bof Khating reminds us that our strength lies in unity, in dialogue and in working together to build a peaceful and prosperous future. His example teaches us that true leadership is not measured only by position or power, but by ability to serve the integrity, humility and vision.
On the eve of Manipur's ritual and sacred festival of Sajibu Nomu Panba Cheralva Festival, ex-Chief Minister and Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee's President Okram Ibovi today, the 18 March extended greetings and best wishes to the people of Manipur. In an official message released today, Okram Ibovi Singh wished that the Cheralva Festival may bring in peace, harmony and prosperity to the people of Manipur. He further wished for renewed bond of mutual love and respect amongst all communities residing in the state of Manipur. Further, Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker T.H. Satyabrata Singh also conveyed his best wishes and greetings to the people of Manipur on the occasion of Sacred Festival of Sajibu Nomu Panba Cheralva Day. An official message released today expressed that the Sajibu Nomu Panba Cheralva, the Meitei New Year, is not only a time to prepare traditional dishes, clean our homes and climb hills, but it is also a moment to reflect on the journey of our lives. He wished that the Meitei New Year may be marked by kindness, courage to dream and the strength to rise above division. The Directorate of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Government of Manipur has set up a control room consisting of H. Bobby Singh OSD, POL K. Morung, Konsowa ADD or SIC. Related information on LPG and other petroleum products may contact the control room or concerned district monitoring committee. Rajya Sabha MP Maharaja Sanajaba Lesemba draws attention during parliament session to protect and conserve Manipuri pony, which is on the verge of extinction. In yesterday's last sitting of the parliament session, MP Lesemba Sanajaba presented the motion as a special mention highlighting the threat with Manipuri pony faces. He stressed that Manipuri pony plays an important role in the historical and cultural realm of the state Manipur. In his motion, MP Lesemba Sanajaba further highlighted the drawbacks and non-functionality of Manipuri pony conservation and development policy 2016. He further highlighted the incidences of rapid increase in theft, smuggling and butchering of the Manipuri pony and urged the parliament to take appropriate measures in the form of legislation for its protection and conservation. The Tawai Koki Village Authority has responded to the March 14 statement issued by the Tawai Tangkol Village Authority, rejecting the claim that Tawai Koki is a subordinate hamlet under Tangkol's jurisdiction. In its response, the authority stated that historical records and legal documents indicate that Tawai Koki has existed as an independent village with its own territorial jurisdiction. In a statement, the Tawai Koki Village Authority referred to a number of archival and administrative records from the colonial and post-colonial period. Beyond historical records, the statement noted that Tawai Koki is recognized Koki Hill Village under the Manipur State Hill People's Administration Regulation 1947 and that its status has been reaffirmed through official notification. It also referenced constitutional provisions including Article 371C of the Constitution of India and Article 300A of the Constitution of India in relation to administrative arrangements and property rights. The authority further stated that its customary land is protected under laws such as the Manipur Land Revenue and Land Reforms Act 1960 and the Forest Right Act 2006. It added that no part of the village land has been acquired under existing land acquisition laws, including the Land Acquisition Act 1894 or the Right to Fair Compensation and Transparency in Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013. Condemning the averments of the NBCC against RSS and VHP, the international president of Viswa Hindu Parishad and senior advocate Alok Kumar today, the 20th March, said that it is a likely attempt to create enmity between different sections of the Bharatiya society. He stated that there have been a statement issued by the Nagaland Baptist Church Council condemning an alleged Assam Rifles raid on Samjuram Baptist Church in Nagaland, completely out of context. The statement has accused the RSS and VHP as organization that promotes and ignites violence and justifies such actions. Interestingly, the statement does not assign any role of the RSS or the VHP in the alleged incident or that any of them justify the incident, he said. The VHP president said in a statement that it is well known to everyone that RSS and VHP are patriotic and law-abiding organizations. They work for uniting the Hindu society towards positive missions of social service, more particularly to the scheduled caste, tribes and other needy segments of the society. Lok Kumar also said that the NBCC statement appears to be a mischievous and dishonest attempt to escalate a routine security operation into a religious and ideological controversy. The references to RSS and VHP are unrelated to the said event and likely inserted to frame the narrative politically or comedically. Now let's have a short commercial break.
Sengdok Chaba KCP Taibanganba Outfit Group Asiga Janims Contract Nurses Asiga Karigumba Hiram Amatada Marilay Nazade Lubasina Contract Nurses Singdagi Paisagi collection Tokibasu Laite Sengdok Chariba Janims Contract Nurses Sengdok Chaba KCP Taibanganba Outfit Group Asiga Janims Contract Nurses Asiga Karigumba Hiram Amatada Marilay Nazade Lubasina Contract Nurses Singdagi Paisagi collection Tokibasu Laite Sengdok Chariba Janims Contract Nurses 2020
Laibak Miyambu Kurumjari Lakliba April Gitang Mangada Nipalak Suba KKL Foundation ng Mari Lenana Mayam Gidamak Oirakliba Lamna Masigi Pibam Asida Debate Ama Thamjari Topic na Aikoigi Ningol Maitay Ningol Singna Mitop Tamayum Panbada Aikoigi Purupta Mangjaba Late Masida Leiba Laitaba Punamak Debate Asida Nainaminasi Soydana Saruk Yabiu Hiriba Debate Asi Openly Tabak Wasingsu Yaway Masida Interest Labor Itlina Kudimak Yaway Sahigi Factor Kaidok Lejade. Soydana Saruk Yabiu, Amadi Lamda Masida or Liba Pibam, Amadi Igipal Nak, Sanjal Liba Tabak Torum Singasida, my partner Sanjin Minas Haiba, Waji Tamjaraga, Lak Liba, April Gitang Manga. Mayam Kobiraganu, April Gitang Manga, Mapamna Jain Dance Academy. Hiriba competition, Asigidama registration form, Hungbigado website www.mayfrost.indani. Aduga, Henamaru Oiribadi, last date of registration see April Gitang Anida Oigani. Kaubiraganu, Mayam Mating Pangbiu, Amadi, competition Asibu, my Pakanbiu. Aduga, Loina na, High Riba Toramasibu Pangtopada, Achowamating Pangbirliba, sponsorship, Bibi Liba Simusu, Sinja Langdi Riba Singimu Sinjaraga, Tagazawa Kumbuchan.
Sky Hospital na Manipur da heart attack line na bagidamak 24/7 emergency service piduna lakle. Karigumba adom da heart attack ki layong haibadi ikang khangogdana thabak naba sor honba waba oi thangba pamom naba thabak lumba wantharakpa asina chingba singasi thengna birabadi thengtha biraganu athuba matam da Sky Hospital da lakpiduna khwaidagi hena pharaba experience leraba heart specialist katana biduna huina himba yana bagi kudong sabu lobiu. Sky Hospital da makal kayagi chang naina heart ki oiba layang liba services singdi EPS RFA for palpitation, device closures of ASD, VSD, abadi PDA, hole in heart, coronary angioplasty and stent implantation, pacemaker, ICT combo implant, balloon dilation of heart valves, open heart surgery gi makal kudimak haibadi coronary artery bypass, graft surgery, surgical replacement of heart valves, MVR, AVR, DVR, popadagi heart ki ahubalerakpa agang sing asina singba singasi layingli. Heart OPD timing 9 AM to 4 PM Monday to Saturday, 8 AM to 1 PM Sunday. Hena akopamorog damak Sky Hospital gi reception ga tanabiu.
Ayang na taibang khongda jarakhibasi kumjali singamaga samapal humphudra 1970 mas ki kunipar lamtagina kunmathoi nipan ba thang janamit ki ayuk pung mapanda ayang taibang phaurakki lo leijaba phije leijaba lining leijaba maitai phurupse amtadi ningkha tamna lining mikha pondabasu oirasi.
Welcome back, and here is more news. Senior Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Wednesday, March 18, termed the resignation of Assam leader and Lok Sabha MP Pratyut Bordoloi as very unfortunate, indicating that dissatisfaction over ticket allocation for the upcoming assembly election may have triggered his exit. Speaking to reporters, Priyanka Gandhi said the party leadership regretted not having had an opportunity to engage with Bordoloi before he stepped down. It is very unfortunate. I think he was upset over one ticket allocation, and we wish we had a chance to have a conversation about it, she said. Bordoloi, a long-time Congress leader, announced his resignation, alleging sustained neglect and internal mistreatment within the party. In an emotional statement, he said his decision marked a painful break from a lifelong association with the Congress. Lieutenant Yogita Lama, who successfully passed out from the Officers Training Academy Gaya today, has been felicitated by the All India Kung Fu Federation in Pune today. Lieutenant Lama joined the Indian Army training in April 2025 and completed her rigorous training with distinction. During the felicitation ceremony, she was honored with gifts and badges presented by the Federation's board members, led by its president, Saiful C.L. Lama. In addition, Lieutenant Yogita Lama is a national referee judge and coach in Taulu and Sanda events of Kung Fu sports. She also served as the technical director of the All India Kung Fu Federation, reflecting her significant contribution to the martial arts community. Dr. Huidrom Roman Singh, General Secretary of the South Asia Kung Fu Federation, also expresses joy and pleasure, stating that it is a matter of pride that a dedicated Kung Fu player has achieved such a prestigious position in the social security service sector. Notably, a total of 281 cadets completed their training at the academy, including 28 female cadet officers, marking a positive stride in women's representation in the armed forces. The recognition underscored Lieutenant Lama's dedication, discipline, and multifaceted achievements, bringing pride to both the defense services and the sporting fraternity. The demand to regularize teachers working under the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan SSA and other contractual arrangement was raised in the Tripura Legislative Assembly on March 18 with two MLAs, Tripura Mota Legislator Paul Dangsu and Leader of the Opposition Jitendra Chaudhary. Highlighting long years of service without job security, Dangsu said SSA teachers continue to remain contractual despite serving for more than 20 years and despite two High Court rulings in their favor. He added that similar concerns apply to other contractual teachers, including vocational staff who face the same uncertainty. A Russian oil-laden tanker originally bound for China has reversed course in the South China Sea and is now heading to India. The move comes amid a global energy crisis caused amid the US-Iran war. Ship tracking data showed that the Aframax tanker Aqua Titan is expected to arrive at the port of New Mangalore on March 21, carrying a cargo of Russia's Urals crude. The vessel had loaded the oil from a Baltic Sea port in late January and initially signaled the Chinese port for Rizhao as its destination. However, the tanker made an abrupt turnaround in Southeast Asian waters in mid-March and began heading toward India. Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randir Jaiswal during a press briefing did not confirm the development. The course sense came around the time when the United States allowed India to increase its purchases of Russian crude oil to combat the energy crisis caused by Iran shutting the Strait of Hormuz amid its conflict with Israel and US. Over 20% of the world's oil and liquefied natural gas supplies passes through Strait of Hormuz. National Investigation Agency NIA has arrested 6 Ukrainians and 1 US citizen for allegedly supporting ethnic war group in Myanmar by supplying weapons, terrorist hardware and training them, reports ANI. According to the report, the accused have been identified as Matthew Aaron Van Dyke, a US citizen, Hurba Petro, Slavik Taras Ivan Mosbesky, Stefan Kiev Marian Honcharuk Maxim and Kaminsky Viktor, all Ukrainian citizens. They have been arrested in case lodged under Section 18 terror conspiracy and BNS. Special NIA Judge Prasan Sharma remanded all 7 accused in 11 days of NIA custody on Monday. While seeking remand, NIA alleges that accused persons during custody would also show that they were in directors and abetted in their terrorist or illegal activities by unknown terrorists carrying AK-47 rifles. NIA also alleges that the accused person linked with ethnic armed groups and supporting certain proscribed Indian insurgent groups by supplying weapons, terrorist hardware and training them. US President Donald Trump on Tuesday criticized NATO allies as foolish for not backing Washington's strikes on Iran, while defending the operation during talks with Irish Prime Minister Michael Martin. Meeting Martin at the Oval Office, Trump said that the US acted decisively and did not require allies' support through the questions NATO's response. He said allies regret the action was important but failed to contribute, calling their stance disappointing. Trump claimed the strike has severely weakened Iran's military capabilities, stating its Navy, Air Force and radar system had been largely destroyed. He reiterated that the objective was to prevent Tehran from acquiring nuclear weapons, warning that Iran had been close to developing one. He, however, pressed support from regional partners, including Qatar, the UAE, Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, and highlighted strong coordination with Israel, describing it as a very strong collaboration. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 940289098 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and S for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's have the headlines again. CM Kamchand launches 2026 budget stats focus paper with rupees 3,533.28 crore package calls for inclusive growth. Heavy gunfight reported at border pillar 19 Namli in Minda village between UZ groups and proxy army. Ex-CM and MPCC President Okram Ibovi Singh extend best wishes and greetings on the eve of Jarava Festival. Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker conveys greeting on the eve of sacred Jarava Festival. Government set up control room to monitor black marketing and hoarding of LPG and petroleum products. NIA arrests 6 Ukrainians, 1 US citizen for insurgency activities. Trump slams NATO allies for not joining Iran war effort. That's all for today. Thank you again for being with us.